Hi there. A happy Independence Day to you all on August 15th. I hope you're all safe, healthy, and working hard towards a better world. In today's Mahabharata episode, we cover Arjuna's 3 marriages. Please subscribe to my channel so that you could hear the episodes promptly. Yudhishthira is crowned the king of half of the kingdom of Kaurava clan at Indraprastha. He rules with integrity and justice as the main maxims. He propagates and protects Varnashrama Dharma, which comprises of natural phases, duties, and responsibilities in a societal order, and that is vital and quintessential to promote universal dharma. Per Narada's well-meant advice, Draupadi is ordained to invest her time, beauty, and energy performing the duties of a wife with each Pandava for an entire year. If any of the brothers mistakenly or deliberately visits the brother and wife observing Grihasthrama Dharma during the course of each year, he must stay away from the kingdom for a whole year and commit to a pilgrimage. This is the initial phase of the newfangled and uncommon marriage. The guideline works well in terms of clearly designating the son and heir to each Pandava, and for Draupadi in time well spent with each of her husbands. It is potentially a hard prospect for each brother, however. One wonders how the brothers handle the 4 years that each is away from the wife. As fate decrees, it is Arjuna that breaches the rule while Yudhishthira is in the armory with Draupadi. Arjuna comes in to take his bow and arrow to save a Brahmin and must now set about on his pilgrimage along with priests, scholars, and scientists. Arjuna visits Haridwar first and bathes in the holy waters of Ganga each morning. A lovely Naga Kanya, or a maiden from the serpent world, called Ulupi, enamored by his sheer presence, captures him and takes him to the underworld. "Oh Arjuna, I realize you're on a mission. Marry me and make that a part of your calling too." She begs him to save her life. Arjuna, the romantic that he is, agrees and begets a son called Ilavant with Ulupi. From Haridwar, Arjuna and his congregation travel to the Himalayas, Bhrigatunga, Hiranyabindu, and then they go on to Naimisaranya and visit Kaushuki, Gaya, Kalinga, Puri, and then move on to the south of the country. They visit Godavari, Bhimeshwaram, Srishailam, and Kaveri. In the 13th month of his expedition, he visits Manipur and falls in love with Chitrangada, the daughter of King Chitravahana. He marries her and has a son called Bhabruvahana. Arjuna saves 5 apsaras that belong to the court of Kubera while visiting Panchama Tirthas, Saubhadra, Pauloma, Karandhama, Prasanna, and Bharadwaja. From Manipur, he travels to Prabhasa and his mind turns towards Dwaraka, the abode of Lord Krishna. Arjuna dons the attire of an ascetic or a yati while his thoughts are anything but ascetic. Arjuna thinks, "I want to meet Lord Krishna and I would like to look at the rosebud Subhadra. I heard she's more elegant and enticing than all the flowers in the world. The Yadavas must not perceive me in my true form." No sooner than he thinks of Lord Krishna he appears. They embrace each other in sheer joy and travel together to Dwaraka. Krishna places him in a delightful, well-lit, ornate cave in the hills of Raivataka. The entire Yadava clan is in a festive mood on the hills. Balarama believes Arjuna is a true sage and welcomes him to stay at the palace, allowing sister Subhadra to serve him day and night. Lord Krishna shares the identity of the ascetic only with Rukmini and Satyabhama. Subhadra thinks, is this ascetic real? His eyes are wise, yet they speak volumes to me. Arjuna's eyes are like lotus flowers, they say, and this gentleman's is no less. I have heard of Arjuna's sheer vitality. This yati radiates the same energy. They say Arjuna shines like a blue diamond. So does he, right in front of me. She turns to him and asks, Sir, could you tell me if you visited my aunt Kunti? And if you met Arjuna, would you describe him for me, please? And also tell me the tales of his prowess. Arjuna cannot contain himself any longer. He admits the truth to her. Bhadra, I am your Arjuna, and I would like to marry you today, right now, if you will. I desire you with all my heart. With the permission of his parents, Lord Krishna asks Brihaspati to choose a muhurat for the auspicious marriage. He does not inform Balarama, fearing his wrath. Ashtadikpalakas, Sapta Rishis with their wives, and all the Devas are the guests at the auspicious wedding. Devendra anoints and prepares the wedding attire for Arjuna. The wedding is completed in a grand fashion, and Arjuna flees with his newly acquired bride. Krishna quells the anger of Balarama and the Yadavas, who do not approve of the secret marriage. Finally, peace prevails. When they approach Indraprastha, Arjuna tells Subhadra, My darling, if we went together into the palace, that may upset the sensitive Draupadi. She must have missed me and might talk in haste, and any auspicious words from her are bound to come true. Please take a few ladies with you and visit her first. I shall join you later. Draupadi and Kunti bless Subhadra and welcome her. Krishna himself then visits Indraprastha and blesses his sister Subhadra with 7 weeks' worth of unique jewels, elephants, horses, chariots, army, and ladies in waiting. Subhadra has a son, and he is Abhimanyu, no less than Arjuna in terms of looks, valor, or character. Draupadi has 5 sons of her own: Prativindya, Shrutasoma, Shrutakirti, Shatanika, and Shrutasena. The marriage of Subhadra and Arjuna strengthens the already solid clasped bond between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. Together, they quench the thirst of Agni Dev and offer the medicinal herbs in Khandwa forest to him, so he could regain his brightness that was lost due to eating too much ghee that was offered to him. Agni Dev presents the famous celestial bow Gandiva to Arjuna that can checkmate and triumph on Devas, Nagas, Gandharvas, and the likes of them. Arjuna is a symbol of bhakti or devotion, Danagunam or charity, Viryam or heroism and prowess. rakthi or love, and the path to mukti or deliverance of the soul and emancipation. Throughout his pilgrimages, he gives away cows, land, and gold in the holy places that he visits. He is a people's prince and associates himself constantly with priests, sages, and men of wisdom and learning. He does not display weakness of character through the epic. He does not gamble, nor is he prone to anger, lust, or greed. He displays intelligence and a psychological awareness of people's attributes when he deals with relatives, friends, or foes. Yet he lacks the political savvy of Lord Krishna or Shakuni. One is astounded at the similarities between Arjuna and Krishna. Both are extreme warriors, consummate lovers, and devoted brothers. They are cousins, bound by blood relationship, and deepest of friends, bound by emotional ties. Krishna is Arjuna's brother, brother-in-law, bosom pal, and spiritual guru, all in one. They are Nara and Narayana in their previous birth, that were the avatars of Lord Vishnu. Nara represents the human form and soul, while Narayana represents the godly ultimate truth. They perform great penances in the city of Badrinath, where stands a wonderful temple dedicated to the deer. Thank you. Do subscribe.